Got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town.
Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise's MTG 3.
3.
Yeah, I'm still not cool. But today we got a list of 3 budget reanimator spells that are just amazing. I mean, you'll want to put them in your budget decks and your budget cubes, and some of them are just strong, well, mainly one of them are strong enough to be in your more competitive builds, like this first card. And we start right now. First card on this list is an amazing print from Modern Horizons 2. It costs 2 generic mana, is a sorcery, and returns a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a -1/-1 counter. The card is named Persist and targets non-legendary creatures, which is very reminiscent of Animate Dead. But it's not Animate Dead, not whatsoever. Animate Dead is an enchantment, so it has more flexibility. This is a sorcery, so it's not as flexible, but just as strong as the spell can be. Persist cannot grab a creature like Grizzlebrand because it's legendary, and Persist cares about non-legendary creatures. So this is not reanimate, but you could pull cards like Archon of Cruelty and Archfiend of Spite and Grave Titan from your graveyard, and it'd be amazing. And that brings us to the next card on our list. And the second card on this list is really strong. It's strong for budget cubes, strong for budget commander, but is actually deceptively strong enough to be in more aggressive commander decks, especially ones that run black. What is this card? This card is Bond of Revival. Bond of Revival reads, for 4 generic mana and a black, it is a sorcery, and it says, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains haste until your next turn. This card is nuts. It is super strong. You should run this card in your deck. I'm telling you, this card is deceptively strong. It costs 5 mana, and that's high for some people, but especially in budget builds, this card brings some heat. It brings some serious power to the table. That haste keyword that it gives the creature it reanimates is really strong. I mean, you could pull a Kokusho of the Evening Star from your graveyard. You can pull Grave Titan or Archfiend of Spite. You can pull Skettling Doom Engine. You can pull Wormcoil Engine. And they all will get haste when you cast this spell and bring those cards back. This card is not to be underrated. This card should be worth more than 25 cents. I think this is like possibly a $1 card. This is how I feel how strong the card is. And with that in mind, I've kept the last card on this list secret, so we're about to find out what that is right now. The top card on this list, the number 3 slot, is a very underrated card. And I say underrated because this card has seen print since Ice Age and has been around for a long time, has not seen many reprints, and is still a 27-cent card. So I don't think a lot of people know about this card because this particular card should not be 27 cents cheap. Now, it's not the most amazing card in the world, but for budget builds, this card is crazy good. What card am I talking about? I'm talking about Hymn of Rebirth. Hymn of Rebirth costs 3 generic, a green and a white, and is a sorcery. It says, take target creature card from any, and I say and reiterate, any graveyard, and put that card under your control, as if it were just summoned. Meaning, you can choose any card that's a creature from any graveyard and put it into play on your side of the battlefield. That's nuts. That's crazy. This card is not even black. right? And it reanimates from any graveyard. 5 mana may be a little steep, but in green decks, this card is nuts. This card can bring back Megalanoth. That card is beast. This card can bring back your Nova Blast Worm, which is insane. This card can pull back Dramoka, the Eternal, and fits in that commander deck. But on top of that, this will fit in Teneb the Harvester commander decks. This is a great budget option for reanimation, especially when you're running multiple colors that are not in black but are in white and green. I see that it being a white and green card, some people disdain from it because it has to go in their white and green deck. But there are plenty of Abzan decks out there. There are plenty of Celestia decks out there that people should run this card to get back that big creature or to steal a creature that they destroyed through combat in the game. This card is tops. I could go on and on, but that is my number 3 top pick. To answer last week's question, what is kicking your butt in Magic? That would be Force of Will. That card's got to go. Ha, I'm kidding. For today's comment question of the day, I want to know, what are you bringing back from the graveyard? Leave your ridiculous and funny answers in the comments below. And please be ridiculous, because I want ridiculous answers to share. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and thank you for watching again. And see you next time.
Maybe someday we could become friends. There's still one more thing I must do before I go. Yes, and yes. And thank you guys so much.
We really appreciate, everything. God, I love being a turtle!